Because when some people are afraid, they will pee themselves. This makes so much sense. Also, when I'm nervous, I feel sick. We did it. Now I get it. Notice how he said inhale and a golden light enters your brain and spine, and exhale and a dark cloud and smoke leaves your body. Activate the second brain. Alright. Techniques to activate the second brain, also known as the galaxy brain.
The British scientists discovered that we have a second brain.
Who discovered that?
It's a very important bio battery that can be charged, can store and get energy. People are success because
those are the same channel.
They know
Jesus
how
Christ.
To focus and concentrate their energy. When people are not success, the mind go one way, the eye go one way, the heart go one way.
So where is the second brain located?
You don't get sick, do you?
No, a long time. In Chinese we call Qi, in India we call Prana. In many systems they have
maybe in the
names.
balls.
What do the West call it? What do the Americans call it?
We call energy.
Energy.
Or we call electromagnetic power. And we are electrical man.
Oh.
We have electricity inside us. We need that electricity to run our life.
How do I shoot it out of my fingertips?
So the Westerner discovered that intestinal.
That's where the poop lives.
The structure of intestinal is like a battery.
No, it's like a
negative,
septic
positive,
tank.
Negative, positive. It can charge energy. They discovered that, but they never go on what to do with it. Scientists, they discover the second brain there 100 years ago.
The second brain is where my shit goes?
They don't know what to do. But now they just...
No wonder I'm having such a hard time activating it.
Now they discover that we have another organ in the abdominal. This organ actually controls all the digestion, absorption, and elimination.
Yep, that sounds about right.
One like conductor. Now I understand that, this is what the Tao
it's
about.
Close enough, I guess.
The center of
he's getting in there. The second brain hides in the intestines.
In the center of the navel. Right here. Right in here. Including the stomach, they are doing so many jobs in digestion. And everybody...
What does this do with my second brain, though?
If you don't have a director, control them.
Thanks for some
like
stretch and schmeat.
And the Tao discovered that if you keep this second brain here, warm, and this also a battery can store energy.
So is it better to have it surrounded by poop?
So all what we do now,
do I need to
people now is
get addicted to laxatives or what?
Okay.
Because the battery.
Okay, right? So we're not charging up our abdomen, which is where our Tao is. Okay. Right. And we're using our stomach really to just consume things.
Right. But now we know that
business as usual.
More than just digestion.
Okay.
They can remember, they can store. So now the Tao talk about,
I don't know why they censor that word.
Emotional. Now you have to find balance. Some of them is too extreme.
This is supposed to be a technique to activate my second brain.
Hate people, and
I haven't learned any techniques.
So now, love and hate have to be fire balance. So no negative,
Frank,
and no
Easter,
sin, and no evil
Matsu.
or goodness, because you have to find balance. Everything in the world have to find balance.
Okay. So the heart has those emotions.
Yeah, and the liver have angry, jealousy.
Why does the liver have that?
Frustration.
Why is,
a lot of emotions.
How do we know that's in the liver? How do we know that?
Because the Tao already taught this for 1,000 years.
So we trust
but if
them?
we know the heart store love, and why not the other organ?
Just like you say, trust your gut.
Yes.
I don't know.
Because your second brain.
This is important.
Yeah.
When people shout at you, boom, you feel like something hitting you.
In your stomach,
because the liver actually take the angry and store in here.
Okay.
So that's why the Tao say, hey, people think
oh my God, it's starting to make sense.
Emotional is the brain. No.
It was so obvious.
Negative emotional like record down in the organs, in the kidney.
But why?
So we have to start paying more attention to our bodies.
Yes.
And not just our biceps and our other things, like the internal parts.
How do I clear the fear out of the kidneys, though?
Major organs. The major organs strong. It can take care of 1,000,000 problems.
All right.
I just gotta stay pissing all day, I guess.
Step.
What?
So that we have the second pump and cranial pump.
Okay.
So that is the major part. Okay. So a very simple exercise we say, moving the spinal fluid and the brain fluid.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So what we do, we inhale, we go like this. We inhale, you expand your chest, you expand your stomach, and your neck go like this.
I'm exhaling. Whoops.
And now when you exhale, you curve down. So you curve everything down. Inhale. Exhale. Curve enough that
I can see through walls now.
So we have two tendons there. When you curve them, you activate the pump. And exhale. Cloudy and gray color out.
All right.
Sometimes
I've
we just
ascended.
let go all the
Jesus, this is still
down to the ground.
It
When
still has
you
6
forward,
minutes.
You rub your hand warm. And
Was
you
I levitating?
forward,
Did you guys see me like
you
lifting
set
off
up,
my chair? I felt like
and
I
you
was
bend
really
up.
starting to get up.
You
You disappeared there for a minute.
Okay, the energy, the chi flow, the chi flow. So chi flow. So when you feel that warm,
Give me another
and
exercise.
and you rest for a moment, you smile. So your sacrum and lumbar have to move, because the downstairs we have 7 pumps.
7?
Very important because
Jesus, what
yeah,
am I, a
pump.
pool
If you sit
system?
Too long.
7
you sit on the
pumps.
pump.
That's a lot of it. What do people in the comments say,
British-
actually? It's just people encouraging each other. It has nothing to do with the videos. Fear in the kidneys is like an eye-opener because when some people are afraid, they will pee themselves. This makes so much sense. Also, when I'm nervous, I feel sick. We did it. Now I get it. Notice how he said, inhale and a golden light enters your brain and spine, and exhale and a dark cloud and smoke leaves your body. Truly a wise master. He knows visualization and breathing are the key. Yeah, that was an eye-opener. Well, my second brain is firing now. Feel people trying to lure you into a warehouse is scarier than a ghost story. Bro, have you ever seen a ghost? Shit's horrifying. You kidding me? Where's some what? Maybe this channel's a little different than Nuke. Maybe they do like real stories, or at least potentially real stories, as opposed to paranormal ones. I don't know why this true scary stories is a picture of a bird. What are these called? Gray, right? Yeah, this isn't goofy. True. Let's see what the most viewed video here is. Creepy true school lockdown stories. Well, that's probably not goofy. The Ring camera one. Freaky videos recorded by Ring.
Home security technology has come a long way. Doorbell cameras such as Ring have become extremely popular in recent years. This first piece of footage was captured by the Ring camera in the LeMay household. It happened on a cold December night in 2019. A stranger hacked into the LeMay family's Ring security system and had watched them around their home. And for nearly 10 minutes, he interacted with 8-year-old Alyssa. Not only was he able to watch her, but he was able to communicate noises to her, as he had access to a second system placed in the girl's babysitter's room downstairs. Alyssa then heard music coming from upstairs in her bedroom, which she shared with her.
What just happened? The audio just cut out? Is this part of the scare? Yeah, is the video haunted? Oh my god! He's in the mainframe!
Hello there.
The 8-year-old gasped and tried to figure out where the voice was coming from. She would pick up her toys to see if they were what was making the noises. She scanned the room, and moments later, the man started screaming a racial slur at her over and over, until Alyssa responded by screaming this.
What? I can't hear you.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
I see. It was the infamous hacker known as 4chan.
To call her mom the racial slur and demand that she repeat it back to him. Moments later, the voice would reply to Alyssa asking who are you by saying he's her best friend, he's Santa Claus.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
He's a bit
I'm
sweeper
Santa Claus.
in the prime Perth.
Don't you want to be my best friend? I'm Santa Claus.
After all of this, the man tries to tell the girl she can do whatever she wants, including break things in her room.
I'm your best friend. You can do whatever you want right now.
Yeah, this is so
Up
weird.
Your room,
Jesus Christ.
break your TV. You can do whatever you want.
The LeMay family, who resides in Memphis, Tennessee, hoped to use the device to keep an eye on their daughters while they played. The scary thing is that it took only a few days for the camera to be hacked. Perhaps the scariest thing is that no one knows how long he had access to the device. This could have gone on even longer if the hacker decided not to produce any sounds through the device. Put yourself in the little girl's shoes.
Jesus
Imagine
Christ, that's so weird.
Not knowing where it's coming
my
from,
God.
only to realize that it's coming from a camera system that you set up in there, and that someone could be watching you. Now imagine waking up to that in the middle of the night. In another similar scenario, here's the footage from a Ring camera that was also taken over by a hacker who attempted to speak to a young girl while she was watching television.
Jesus, how common is that?
Watch her.
Hey, what show is that?
The father and homeowner, Adam Kerselik, had set up the Ring camera in his kitchen. In the footage, a voice can be heard speaking to his daughter after he momentarily leaves the room.
I've seen that show before.
And weakest.
What season, Jan? Hello?
When Adam re-enters the room and opens the fridge, the voice says, "What are..."
Look at the size of this guy. Bro, the hacker better hope this man doesn't find him. Holy shit. And Chad Thundercock came in out of nowhere.
Hello? What are you eating? You hungry? What?
He looks around at first, rightfully confused as to where the voice could be coming from, though he eventually catches on and approaches the camera as he asks, "Who is this?"
Powering off. Hello. This is Ring. Who is this?
Oh man, that's a big guy. That's a big boy.
Adam disabled the camera shortly after the video ends, and he expressed his disappointment in Amazon's lack of security on their products. He said he was never advised to set up two-factor verification when he installed the camera 6 months prior.
He's a Prime Team in.
Because of the lack of security on the Ring devices, he has since taken down all his interior cameras. This and the Lemoy family's horror stories aren't the only ones of their kind, though. On November 12, 2019, the disturbing footage of a woman screaming for help was captured from a Ring doorbell's camera in a small neighborhood of Los Angeles around 11 p.m. The screaming is followed by a white vehicle speeding down the street with the trunk open, from which the screaming is coming from.
Well, this just sounds terrible. This is not goofy at all. I'm gonna skip that one, I think.
Not much more information than that was shared. However, multiple conclusions can be drawn from what's seen. It starts with a masked woman seemingly trying to enter the man's house, until she notices the doorbell camera, at which point she stares into the camera for almost 40 seconds. Halfway into her disturbing gaze into the camera, she puts on a pair of goggle-type glasses and pulls the mask covering her mouth and nose up higher onto her face, clearly trying to mask her identity as much as possible.
The goggles are pretty effective.
Away, she makes several hand gestures into the camera,
I can't even see her.
Appears to grab something from behind one of the walls of the house.
Thanks to the Prime King B.
As she slowly walks away from the house, you might assume she's leaving for good. However, you can see she continues to pace back and forth in front of the house until the video hits the 2-minute mark, at which point the doorbell camera is set to stop recording. After the video ends, however, according to neighbors, the woman was seen standing outside the house for at least another 20 to 30 minutes before finally disappearing.
She was a security detail.
This woman was, whether it be a crazy stalker ex-girlfriend or someone completely random. This begs the question, what could she have wanted with the owner of the house? But given everything the woman was wearing from head to toe, it's obvious she came to that house with intentions of masking her identity. Why is a question that may never be answered.
Well, now we just have to ask her.
One, we see a scene that seems like it was taken straight from one of the hundreds of stories I've read on the channel.
Oh my god, I thought that was a mask.
A woman approached the front door of a Reddit user's...
Holy... I thought for sure that was like some kind of like Halloween mask. What the... Yeah, that's full-blown like meth face. She's tweaking. Bro, that looks like the, that like ghost Karen? That looks like an ethereal, vengeful spirit. This looks more like some kind of paranormal sighting than any of the other like weird proof that like YouTubers make.
Dad's friend's house somewhere on the east coast of the United States. The woman seems to have a slight smile on her face at first, as she looks around the front door of the house all confused like.
Is that a wand or a knife?
She stands there for 2 full minutes at least, acting nervous and confused, looking behind her several times in a paranoid manner. But what is most concerning about this unexpected visit was the large kitchen knife in her hand that she looks down at several times in the footage.
She looks like that goblin in Gringotts from Harry Potter. Like if he grew out his hair.
The generally accepted theory on this was that the woman has some form of dementia, and while this may be a realistic explanation, this cannot be 100% confirmed simply based on the video. While it is unfortunate if she does in fact have dementia or any other sort of illness that caused her to do this, it would still be hard to imagine just how scary this would be for the owner of the house waking up in the middle of the night to this footage from his doorbell camera.
I don't know, man. That looks more like drug-related to
in
me,
general
but
have come a
I'm
long
no
way in
expert.
providing security to people's properties. While Ring doorbell cameras continue to prove to be useful in adding a layer of defense or serving as a mental deterrent to uninvited guests, you clearly have to be cautious about setting up these cameras on the inside of your house because of the potential for hackers to gain access to them, as seen in the first two examples in this video.
Snow. Damn, those were kind of wild. Man, Mr. Nightmare doesn't go around. Haven't seen a single ghost. There's a volume 2 though. Yeah, we'll save that. This is why all billionaires wake up at exactly 4 a.m. Be inspired. Is it like something magical and mystical, like 3 a.m. being the witching hour, 4 a.m. is the billionaire time? Is this satire? There's definitely a skit.
Well, they know how their brain works, and they take advantage of their brainwave states and brain chemistry.
Sounds like Microsoft Sam when you
electrical patterns
put the bass all the way down.
Waves. When you're first awake, your brain operates at around 10.5 waves per second. But when you wake up this early, you are between theta and alpha.
Wow.
The mind is capable of deep and profound learning, being fully aware and focused with an effortlessly calm mind. In other words, you don't have to work as hard. You are not thinking. You just relax into the moment. Another important fact, known by all successful people, is when you wake up, your subconscious mind is most impressionable and soaks up information like a sponge. This is why they meditate, listen to affirmations,
yeah, a lot of people do
not
meditate,
checking their
like
social
rich people.
media and emails so early. Why do they go to bed so early? Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is where you can get the most from regenerative and deep sleep.
That's so
After
arbitrary.
2 a.m., sleep lacks the quality that you need as it becomes more superficial, chronically depriving your body of the regenerative sleep which you can enjoy between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. makes you wake up and even more tired than when you went to bed. This period of transformation in your sleep cycle brings along a more intense metabolic activity. This one is responsible for the repair and restoration of the whole body.
Fine, I'm gonna get up at 4 a.m.
For this 10 p.m. reaction to take place, your body needs to slow down, which
wake up at 4 a.m. one time, release an
your
NFT the next day.
Physical activity. Studies show that if you go
this
past
feels
the 10
evil.
p.m. bedtime, you'll find it more difficult
like
to fall asleep. That it's on its way before 10 p.m.
Do people really believe this thing?
Moreover, your body also benefits from the metabolic changes that naturally take place as the clock ticks 10 p.m. Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson choose to greet the day at the crack of dawn because that's where motivation is created, and they don't need to ask for it.
No, you can wake up at 4 a.m. and still be a loser.
Morning hours is what helps them
Plenty of people
use
do
their potential to the maximum. The human brain can work at its maximum potential when it doesn't have to multitask. The quality level of work
what does that have to do with waking up at 4 a.m.?
Level of focus. High achievers understand that premature hours of the day allow them to make better decisions as their energy levels are at their peak. Those who live a grand life understand that early morning willpower helps them to achieve high levels.
What do they even gain out of making this video?
A disciplined morning
it's just all
guides
wrong.
them towards a whole day of discipline. And this is exactly what supports their successful life.
Are they selling sleep? Is this a mattress company?
The time you get before the sun rises creates the environment you need in order to take care of yourself.
I mean, yeah, I guess
which doesn't happen too often during the day.
What is this channel? Is it all like this? Just blatantly wrong and weird shit? That's their most popular video. It goes straight to your subconscious mind. I am. Affirmations for success, wealth, and happiness. Bro, I wish you could just listen to a video. It's like, you are going to make $1 million today. And it just like happens. It's like, damn, all right, thanks for affirming it. Let's go. Manifest money. This is so sad. Like, there are absolutely people, I have no doubt, for the last 3 years this has been up. They listen to this daily and are wondering why they're still not a millionaire.
I love the way I feel. when I take care of me. Today, my own well-being is my main priority.
Yeah!
I completely trust my inner voice.
Well, it's not always like the best guide.
The more I get to know myself, the clearer it becomes. I have my special place in this world.
Is this just the whole thing? Just a bunch of cliches?
Not perfect. I am just myself.
Didn't you just say you were perfect earlier? Nice. Man, they made a killing off this trend. I am rich.
I release all negative energy over money. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I use money to better my life and the lives of others.
Not wrong when channel has almost 8 million subs, 10 million views.
Into my life.
It is coming easy.
My actions create constant prosperity. I constantly attract opportunities that create more money. My finances improve beyond my dreams.
Fuck.
Money is the root of joy and comfort.
I'm sure there's more than money for happiness,
money
right?
And spirituality can coexist in harmony. Money and love can be friends.
Quick, everyone, check your bank accounts. Is it going up?
Money is my servant.
Is it working?
I am the master of my life. I am able to handle large sums of money. I can handle massive success with
For everyone
grace.
listening, I began listening to this daily last year, 2020. Now in 2021, I've doubled my income. Moving into an apartment twice as big and have thousands in my savings.
Positive impacts in my life. I am worthy of a wealthy life. If I perceive lack in my life, I am free to change that starting right now.
Amen. Alright, well now that we've manifested some money, I'm gonna go manifest a little bit of a tinkle into my toilet. Give me 1 second. Here, I'll even leave some positive... Well, no, I'm not gonna do that to you. That's some cold shit. I'll be back in a second. Hey. Hopefully you all did your positive affirmation exercises while I was away. Do we have any new millionaires in here now? I'm broke now. Hey, so you did it backwards. It's the Cyber Quad. $2,000 Tesla Cyber Quad for kids. Wait, this thing looks so cute. It's like driving around on like Nintendo 64 graphics ATV. God, that looks uncomfortable.
How's it going, everybody? Josh here. Welcome back
to
the video. Now, this is a $2,000 Tesla Cyber Quad for kids. So today we're going to be riding it around, checking it out, and seeing what $2,000 gets you. Let's get straight into it.
Better be self-driving.
These handles are pretty indicated.
Let me see it in action. Does it get up to like 60 miles per hour?
And just get a really unique shot. And then there's also the Insta360 One X2, which is a 360 camera.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh my god. Maybe that was a little too hard.
All right, let's see if it still works.
Thanks, Risa Bobari.
And it does. So the Tesla Cyber Quad, very durable.
You want to race? You want to race? You want to race with this?
I guess I'm going to be inspired.
No, you're definitely not beating a Tesla, kid. Get the out of here. Finally, Power Wheels for rich kids. I'll never understand parents that spend that much money on like something for their kid. Kids are totally fine with like actual nothing. The other day, like when we were doing the toy review, I noticed toys haven't changed since I was a kid. Like there has been no innovation in the toy game since I was literally a toddler. It is the same toys. The exact same toys. It's crazy because they just don't need to. It's the same shit. Blows my mind. But I guess it makes sense because again, kids, they're fine with literally anything. Yeah, I know, it's pretty embarrassing. I was actually a kid once. I don't like talking about it. It's embarrassing. YouTube is the new toy. True, I guess tablets now replace most toys. That's fair. That's a very fair point.